Okay, so this is Your Love Never Fails by Anthony Skinner and Chris McClerney, popularly done by Jesus Culture with Chris quill-a-la leading. We're doing it at 114 for the tempo, and we're going to do it in the key of G. I know you're recording, I think it's maybe up in B or something. So they're capable of using this shape, but I usually leave the song in G, so that's what key I'll do it in. It's a little easier congregationally. And just to point out a couple things at the front end here, three different sections of this song. Over here so you can see all the guitar. The first one, the first style is kind of the muted strum. And I'm keeping my palm here on the strings. So it's just got so got that kind of it's a combination of things. It's both a down strum, but it's not just down 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 down. It's the underlying current has got this dun 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 dun. So it's got the dun 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 dun. So it's got that, and then so that's kind of for the verses, and then the chorus opens up to a more ringing strum, and then the bridge it kind of breaks down, so you have somewhere to go. I'm not sure how we'll play that, but we'll see in a second. So here is the song. That's our tempo. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Play through this 3 times. Again, depending on what your band is doing, this might make sense to do, might make sense to make shorter. Nothing can separate, even if I ran away. Your love never fails. I know I still make mistakes, but you have new mercies for me every day. Your love never fails. Build it up here. You stay the same through the ages. Your love never changes. There may be pain in the night, but joy comes in the morning. And when the oceans rage, I don't have to be afraid, because I know that you love me. Your love never fails. The water's deep, but I'm not alone here in these open seas. Your love never fails. The chasm was far too wide. I never thought I'd reach the other side, but your love never fails. Same through the ages. Your love never changes. There may be pain in the night, but joy comes in the morning. And when the oceans rage, I don't have to be afraid, because I know that you love me. all things work together for my good. You make all things work together for my good. You make all things work together for my good. You make all things work together for my good. You make all things work together for my good. You make all things work together for my good. You stay the same through the ages. Your love never changes. There may be pain in the night, but joy comes in the morning. And when the oceans rage, I don't have to be afraid, because I know that you love me. Your love never fails. Your love never fails. Oh man, that's like screwed up the last chord of the song. That's really different than this. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So a couple of things that I'll just point out and tell you what I was doing, because I make up stuff and I get bored with the same kind of voicing. So sometimes I'll alter the voicings of the chords in different sections just to make it feel and sound different. Because I get bored, and it adds some dynamic and some color to what's going on. So some of the things that I'm playing here. One thing that I do a lot of again is pivot and plant these two fingers on the third fret, the last two strings. Real common thing for guitar players to do with modern worship stuff. So you got your G chord like this, your C chord, and then even your D suspended chord that just all stays there, and a modified version of the A minor, which keeps this one there. You can't keep the other one there. And then it's basically an A minor 7 suspended, but it sounds just like an A7 suspended because this is on the same note as this one. So anyway, so I do that a lot. So the E minor, same thing. E minor, G, C, and D. One real common substitute right now is doing that slid up chord here. It's the same shape. It's a C chord, but you just slide it up and it's a D, because D is a whole step up, so it's 2 frets up from C. And I just like to add that in because it adds some color. So it's like, you stay the same through the ages. And if I'm here, and you can also put your pinky on this bottom string. If I'm here, then I like to go to this funky A minor chord. Sometimes it's just kind of fun, and that's the E string. The D is kind of muted out by this finger. And then these next two in the same fret. This is in the 5th fret, and then this is down. It's some kind of an A minor. I don't feel like figuring it out right now and tell you what it is, but it's kind of a funny. But it goes well from that chord. And then the other chordal thing that I was doing was way up here on the bridge, I think is where I did it. You notice this looks a whole lot like this same chord, this G chord. It's just slid up. So it'd be 1 chord, the 4 chord, the 5 chord, the 1. And the chord is actually G, C, D. And that's G, C, D. And then the E minor is just the same shape as the C chord in this kind of styling. This is the C2, add 5. So doing it up here, you're kind of in between the dots, just so you can get reference point. That's what I'm looking at. This is where your finger is between the dots. for the C and for the D here. And then if you drop these two down to 2 strings and make this the C shape from down there and play the open E string, you're playing this chord. Just has that, again, higher pedal tone. It sounds like you're capoed up. You can even play a G like that, which is a G over B. Anyway, so that just kind of like, it lightens it up, and instead of being, you know, you make all things, I can never get into this. You make all things work together for my good. The chords are written, but I like breaking it down, you know, on single strum. You make all things work together for my good, and like doing the various chord shapes. So what I'll do is, you know, you make all things work together for my good. This just has some nice, it's just different, and I like that. You make all things work together for my good. You make all things work together for my good. One last thing that's not on here, but if you have like you know, maybe you're playing with 2 acoustics and you want to have a fun kind of a counter melody for the second acoustic guitar player to play instead of just playing the same chords. You can do this kind of back thing on the verses. So you go, so you'll be playing. Nothing can separate, even if I ran away, and the other guitar player can be playing. Nothing can separate, even if I ran away, your love never fails. Na 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 na. Just as this little other melody, it's always great when each instrument can be almost doing its own melody, its own thing that locks in and fits and complements everything else, but it's not just like doubling the same rhythm and groove. And so we're at 13 minutes, so I'm going to stop because this has been a long, long teaching on Your Love Never Fails. Hey, thanks for watching.